Staying consistent or starting out a plan? Do you struggle to start out an idea, a strategy, a business, a channel? Do you struggle to start out? Or do you actually find it easy starting out and then struggle with consistency? Because I struggle with consistency. In fact, I don't even find it hard starting out anything. I find it really easy starting out things, probably because I am somebody that I love to start, but my problem always is how do I stay consistent? And something I told myself this new year is that I'm not saying, oh, new year, new me. I'm just kicking off from where I left off. But something I said I was going to be more intentional about this year is striving to be a better version of who I was last year. So if I was not being consistent last year, this year I want to stay consistent. I want to be better than that person. So whatever the struggle is for you, I want you to decide that you're going to be better. You're not like an entirely new person. You're just taking off from where you left off, right? So I'm just holding you while I'm saying this. We're going to try because this year 2025 is a new year that I know that God has a lot of plans, a lot of good things for us. But the thing I want you to know is that you have to put in the work. If you're not putting the work, you're still going to reap the results and still complain the way you complained last year. So a little bit story of part of the reasons I was not consistent was just aside every other reason, it's simply because I did not take my content creation journey as a habit, as something I do. So I discovered that if I take my content creation as part of the things that make me up, I would actually be more consistent regardless of every reason I have. For instance, I have to eat every day. I have to clock in for work whether I am tired, whether I do not have the time. I have to clock in for work. I have to do my work. So if I take content creation that way, just like the way I eat every day, I will have to create content every day. I would have to show up every day because it's like part of me, and that's something that I want you, and also talking to myself, to be more intentional about. And if it is that you struggle with starting out, then I strongly recommend that you always try to reflect more, have more quiet moments. When you have more quiet moments, it gives you the time, the space to reflect, to think, to hear the voice of God. But if you always, you're always doing things, you don't have time to, listen, to reflect, you would never know, you would never hear his voice, you would never hear that inner voice in you telling you something to do. And if it is that you struggle with, the judgment of what people will say, whether you're good enough, whether you're not good enough, whether you're scared, you don't want people to see you, whatever the case may be, I want to tell you that if you put yourself in that uncomfortable situation to show up, even when you think that, oh, people are looking at me, people will think I'm cringe, I'm awkward for doing this, something you do not know is that some of those people wish they were you. When they see you doing those things, they wish, like for instance, when you see a content creator who is outside creating a content on the streets or in the shopping mall, people are like, oh, what's she doing? Oh, how can she be doing this? How is she confident? How is she so confident doing this? But one thing they have inside of them that they wish is that, oh, I wish I could be this confident, I wish I could be the, oh, I could never do this. And that's because they could never do it because they do not have that amount of confidence. So I just want to tell you, what are your fears? Let go of your fears. People would always talk, people would always be judgmental, people would always, try to talk you down. But if you know the audience you're creating for, you would look beyond those things, because the audience you're creating for are the amazing people that are out there that you haven't met, that need to hear from you, that want to see you. Not necessarily the people you know, not necessarily your friends and your families and your loved ones. I'm going to tell you a short story about how I started my business. So sometime 2 years ago, when I wanted to start my hair business, I'm this type of person that I am always on the go. Like, I just love to do. I don't like to think too much about it. Even though at the end of the day, I might have problems with consistency because I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to work, I have to show up here. At the end of the day, I'm like, I feel overwhelmed. But let me tell you how I started my hair business. So I was just in my room that day, and I was going through Instagram and I saw this hair page, and I really loved her post. And I was like, but I love hairs. I love to braid my hairs. Like, I'm this person that I always love to braid my hairs more than wigs, because there's this glow that, like, when I braid my hair, it brings out my forehead. It makes me just look very pretty, brings out my forehead, just a glow that putting on wig could never give to me. And so my friends would always say, you're supposed to have more wigs, you need more wigs are better. And I'm like, no, I just love to braid my hair. So I was on my bed that day and I was like, can't I do this? Since I love braids, why not also do something like this? I could do this. You love it, and you would be able to give something you love to more people who also love it. And I just thought about it, and immediately I did not have the capital or any money on me. I did not have the product. I went on Canva. I started making a design. I said, okay, let me think of a name. I tried to use a name I had in my head at that time. I designed it on Canva. I made a logo. I created a page immediately. And then the next day, I stepped out and I went to print my brand nylon and my cards, and based off the information I saw from people who did similar things. The next day I went to do mine. I didn't have any product, so what I did was I would post out these people's products, and if you liked it, I'll just buy it from them or go to the market myself and get it, take my own little profits and give you your product. And that was basically how I was doing it until I got enough money to import my products. So what's keeping you? Why are you not starting out? Like, you can start out anything you ever imagined in your head. I saw a post one day that our biggest limitation is in our mind. If you believe in your mind that you can do, then you can do anything you set out to do. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you all this year. Nothing too much, nothing too long. Just I just want to keep it short. Let me know what you struggle with, and let me know how you think you can improve on this. And on that note, guys, I am going to try. I'm not promising, but I'm going to try to stay more consistent. And I'm also going to be rolling out some stories, but I'm going to try to do it weekly so that I'll be able to keep up to it. Also, let me know if you love random conversations like this so that I can find a way to infuse it into the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up if you love this video you're watching. Don't forget to comment. And also, guys, I've been struggling with breakouts on my face. If you've been watching this video, you're going to be seeing different breakouts all over my face. Please let me know if there's something you could recommend to clear out this breakout, because this breakout is so painful. It's making my face, like, I don't even know, you guys, it's just a lot. Please recommend anything you know that would help clear this breakouts. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Don't hesitate to share this video with someone who you love, someone you know who needs this video. I would see you all in my next video, and I hope that's going to be soon. Bye bye.